That's the person who gives people their livers. Thank you very much. You saved my Appa's life.
I think for me it was early on. I knew something was wrong right away, and I try to look at myself as a realist. So I think besides the rest of the family, I really knew something was wrong, even though my father was not letting us know or did not lead on about it. He thought he was okay.
He was starting to get some symptoms. Actually, when he went one day, he took off his shirt and I saw a rash on his chest. And I said, "When did these come about?" And he says, "I don't know."
When I saw with my eyes his deterioration. But the fact of the matter was that he needed a liver. And as I saw time progress and the disappointment as far as, the live donors, and then I found out I was also A positive and filled out the questionnaire because I wanted to be a donor, but I was the wrong size.
Well, they've been pretty painful with a lot of cramps and having stomach issues, having to be having a paracentesis where they drain your stomach. It gets too much fluid because of the lack of the liver doing its thing. And I got really sick and weak and could hardly kind of walk and stumble.
Ford had every symptom that you could have. He had severe cramps that would keep him up, and that was very difficult because he would get up at night and try not to wake me up because I was working. Jenna would go and she would go to the grocery store and she would try to get all the right foods and look at all the labels. So, the salt content would be minimized. And Sarah too, and Tatum was just emotionally there. When we were there, we just thought about, getting better. But the impact on me as his wife was worry. Had people at work that was the support system that prayed for us, and you just didn't know, because when you don't have a liver that's functioning, your whole body's affected. And the more I got educated, the more serious I knew it was. And the fact that the only recourse we had was a transplant to save his life. And that became quite the reality, especially with deterioration of the body.
Well, we've been married for 33 years, and she was my caretaker. She's been by my side ever since, I started going when I got really sick, and I commend her for doing that because I was so frail and helpless. And she was a big part of my life getting me through so we could actually get to Louisiana. If it hadn't been for her, I don't know what would have happened. She was a big part of my recovery and everything, and she was by my side, and anytime I'd fall down, she'd help me up, and it was pretty hard on her, but I got to thank her a lot, mostly for what happened.
Well, I know that you don't know how strong you are until you go through stuff, and you do what you have to do because you just have to do it. And I saw that with my sister, definitely, with Ford's wife. She was pulling out strength from places that I'm sure she had no idea.
Seeing him just getting frustrated with the process and not accepting the process.
And as that process started happening, seeing him deteriorate seriously, quickly, was when I got scared.
Fortunately, Kaiser had contracted with Ochsner, and the waiting times were less and available, and they sent us to New Orleans in August 25th of 14, and I was so grateful, and that was such a grace of God that we did get that, and that's why I guess we're doing this video for the family of the donor because it's just improved my life and my family's life, and everybody's so happy, and then I'm so sad for you guys because you had to give up a family member.
My condolences to this family. I'm so sorry for their loss. And I'm thankful that they chose to, or that this person's, who the liver belonged to, chose to be a donor. I too have always marked that, yes to donor on my California driver's license. It's easy to mark it. And it's giving a person life. Bottom line, you're saving someone's life.
I just want to thank God for them, and thank God for them for being so generous and for being so unselfish and giving my husband his life back, because he's got new child coming, and our grandchild, and wonderful brother and sister-in-law. I mean, the whole family. We are just so grateful that they gave us another opportunity for him to live.
Well, Spike was my best buddy, and when we, he was always by my side, and we were a lovely little dog. And when we left, like I said, we thought we were only going to be gone a week or so, and I think after that he thought we had abandoned him because we didn't come back for 4 months. But Tatum would take pictures of Spike and send them to us, and so we used to actually talk to him on the phone.
Yes, because he would always stay by him, and he would keep on licking his hand.
And he'd lay on his stomach. Huh. Yeah.